Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Always delighted to be joined by my good friend Billy Nelson. Billy, you still in Iceland, mate? You still training Big Thor?
I'm back over. I went home for a couple of days there. It was my wife's birthday, so a wee surprise for us turning up, and then returned back first thing Monday morning.
And you're still loving it? Still enjoying it out there?
Oh, it's good. It's a nice place. It is a nice place. I'm treated really well. The guys that we're training with are real nice people. Good group.
Right. Since we're talking about big men, we've spoke about Thor, you training Thor and stuff like that, and his fight with Eddie and whatnot. Probably only 10 days ago, last week. So, what? Big Martin Bakole, another big man of yours, man. Can you tell me the latest on him and what's happening?
Well, we've got a fight in September, and I got a phone call. Well, I've had several phone calls over a long period of time now, but now I got a phone call there from Alexander Usyk's team, sorry, and they've asked Martin to go over for 4 weeks sparring.
Okay.
In Kiev, so he's going to go over there early August until the beginning of visa dependent, but there doesn't seem to be a problem with the visa. Beginning of August to beginning of September, and then he'll fight a few weeks later over in America.
Well, let's talk about this Usyk sparring then, because I mean, we all know, we seen on Instagram, and we saw on Instagram that he's done a lot of work with Anthony Joshua, Martin Bakole, in terms of sparring. I think he sparred Anthony Joshua maybe his last 4 or 5 fights or whatever it is down in Sheffield and stuff like that. So he's not got any inside knowledge he can let in Usyk, can he? You can let Usyk know?
No, he's there to prepare for his own fight. Martin's not anybody's sparring partner, and he's there to prepare for his own fight. And that's exactly what it'll be used as. You know, that he's going to spar a world-class fighter, as does Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? So it's a great experience for him. Raise his profile a wee bit, get a great experience, and get prepared for his own fight. So he's only his second fight in 18 months.
That's a long time, isn't it? I mean, he was on a roll before this pandemic hit. He was out quite busy, but for Martin, you mentioned that he's going out there to spar Usyk for 4 weeks in preparation for his own fight in September out in America, which is another good opportunity for Martin to build his profile, isn't it, out over there in the States?
Definitely. He's been to America before to spar. I think he actually sparred in Floyd Mayweather's gym. But he's going to be fighting out in America. People over there can get a wee look at him. Hopefully we'll get something in the back further down the line.
Just touching back, staying on this Usyk and Joshua and Martin helping Usyk out and stuff like that. I mean, the Usyk and Joshua fight is an intriguing fight, and it's testament to both guys for taking the fight. Because right now we've seen fights fall through and fights not happen and stuff like that. So it's good to see that this fight for the heavyweight division going ahead. We've got the Usyk, who a lot of people think he's too small for the division, but I mean, undisputed cruiserweight world champion. I think his last 10 fights he's fought in the opponent's backyard. He's coming to London to fight Joshua in his backyard. Do you know what I mean? So your thoughts on Usyk Joshua then, or Joshua Usyk? Sorry, but
I think it'll be a great fight. As I said, I think I mentioned last week, I think the most important thing for Anthony Joshua will be his speed of feet, because I believe Usyk will create angles all the time, and he'll keep Anthony Joshua turning all the time. I mean, I don't think he shouldn't be beating him on points. He shouldn't beat him on points, you know, because of the skill set that Usyk's got. But you know, Anthony Joshua's got the equalisers in both hands as well. Should he be able to close the distance down? You know, but a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Anthony's a fine fighter, a great fighter." But will he be quick enough? Will he be able to set a trap for him and capitalise on it? That's the intriguing thing for this fight.
That the thing is, there's loads of variables in a fight. Usyk points, Usyk knockout. Joshua points, Joshua knockout. There's 4 sort of ways, or just a draw as well. When you see this fight only going 2 ways, and that's either a Usyk points win or a Joshua knockout. Is that the only way you can see this fight going? Only 2 ways.
That's the only way I see it going. Aye.
I know you're a betting man, Billy. Which one are you picking?
It really is a difficult one. But I'm a great believer in you can't hurt something if you can't hit it. So I would maybe just favour Usyk.
But if Joshua lands, you think that Usyk can withstand his power?
No. Again, that's what we've got to see it, because he's not got hit yet, has he, heavyweight? He's not been hit with a big guy yet.
Well, can you read too much in his previous 2 fights up at heavyweight? Can you read too much in the Chisora fight?
Chisora is just Chisora's, plods away, does the Chisora things. Chisora was going southpaw against him, and and he was very square on against him. I think if a proper heavyweight, somebody like Mark, if it was Martin Bakole fought, if Chisora fought Martin Bakole the way he fought Usyk, Martin Bakole would have knocked out Chisora 100%.
So, when you look at the heavyweight division right now and stuff like that, where do you see Martin Bakole? I mean, you mentioned that he had another fight and stuff in 18 months. Well, second fight in 18 months would be in September and stuff like that. He has had his visa issues to get back in the country and whatnot, which has been frustrating for both you and him. But where does Martin? Where's he in the landscape of the heavyweight division? Where do you see him?
Well, he's number 15 with IBF, 14 with IBF, and 15 with the WBC. So, we're going to take this handy fight in September. Hopefully, it will be a 10-rounder, his next fight before the turn of the year. If not a third fight before the end of the year, but at least another 10-round, maybe title defence before the end of the year, and then it's got to be it'll be a top 10 opponent for there on after. That will only be top 10, because it has to get yourself into a mandatory position, and that's the plan, because it looks like that's the only way you're going to get a title shot. And I mean, having rematch clauses and mandatory title fights is not right. It's not right. It shouldn't be allowed, and that's across the board. There's 4 governing bodies. You know what I mean? If you're a multiple world champion, you've got to appease all these governing bodies that have got to fulfil these mandatories. And I hear what you're saying, and the WBC have tried to bypass that mandatory thing, having the franchise champion and stuff like that. But the franchise champion, you can have a WBC world champion and a franchise world champion. It doesn't make 2 world champions, which is quite frustrating for. It's the same as the WBA. They've got a regular champion, and now is it Daniel Debo? He's the interim champion. I mean, an interim champion used to be. I remember. I think it was young Alec Arthur that was interim champion, and that meant that you got given the title only if the champion was injured long term or moved up a weight. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. This whole governing body type thing is they need to iron it out. They need to iron it out because there's guys in there. Of course it affects Martin as well, but guys even higher than Martin, they've been there for a long, long time. When are they going to get their opportunity? I mean, if Usyk were to beat AJ, then there's a rematch clause. What happens if AJ then beats Usyk? Do we have another rematch? Trilogy, like we've seen. People, especially if it's controversial, say Usyk beat AJ on points handily, or just beat him and got the title, and then there was a rematch, and Anthony Joshua controversially beat Usyk. They're going to scream out for a third fight, aren't they? And that's just time consuming for everybody that's in the rankings. Well, listen, Billy, we're in boxing, me and you, and I can't make sense. When I try and speak to somebody that's maybe a football fan who's a casual boxing fan and try to explain to them the belt situation and why Gervonta Davis isn't the world champion at 140. It's Josh Taylor who holds the WBA belt, but then they say Gervonta Davis just fought for it. It's difficult to explain, even being in the sport. So, like you say, we need to iron it out. And for Martin's sake, his best thing to do is obviously get out there, keep winning, get himself in a mandatory position,
and get his shot that way.
100%, 100%. But why can't we just have a clear in the level field and say we've got one world champion in each organisation? You've got to have a mandatory maybe every 12, 18 months, and you've got and in between that time you've got to have at least 2 voluntaries.
Well, that's it. And I want to talk about the mandatory position because Usyk and Joshua are fighting for the WBO. Well, obviously it's the mandatory for the WBO, but the other belts will be online as well. Joe Joyce, it's been confirmed that his fight with Takam, whoever wins that, will be mandatory for that WBO belt between Joshua.
It's been confirmed, eh?
Confirmed, yes. So, your thoughts on that, and what's your thoughts on Joyce Takam?
I think Joe Joyce would have far too much from him. I think he'll stop him mid rounds. Takam's best chance is rounds 1 to 4, and then he just gets tired, as a 40-year-old man does.
Yeah.
When he get tired again, he was out boxing Chisora, wasn't it? Chisora, and then he get tagged.
That's it.
I think it was round 7 or 8 or something like that.
What did you say mid rounds for Joe Joyce?
I'll stop him about 7.
Right. The reason I asked this, Billy, is because there's a new app out just now it's called Fight Picks. Have you heard about it?
No.
I know you and technology don't mix well, but I'm sure you can download an app. You can see here, Fight Picks.
No, I know. Aye.
Right, download it and it picks. It's free to play. You pick the fight. You say Joe Joyce 7 rounds, and you can win money. I know you're a betting man, and if you don't have to spend your own money, but you win money, that's music to your ears. So I want you to download Fight Picks, add me on Fight Picks, all right? I'm sure you can download the app. Don't say I need my wife to do this.
No, I know how.
Right?
Of course I know that.
Download Fight Picks app, search my name, Andrew IFL, add me, and I'll bet against you. And it's a leaderboard type thing. If you're in the top 10, you get paid money. If it's a leaderboard, so hundreds of people are doing it. So, but you can do it in groups. And I want to try and get a group together as well. So I want to get amongst Billy Nelson, since you always say to me I had a bet, but you don't disclose who you bet on. You never disclose anything to me, how much you've won or anything like that. So now I can see what Billy Nelson.
It's none of your fucking business how much I won.
But download that. But
that's between me and my good lady.
Exactly. That's how it should be. But you always say to me, I know you're joking because you're a nice guy, but you always say to me, I know fuck all about boxing, but I want to put McCART against Nelson on Fight Picks.
No problem, pal.
Good man. Download that. Everyone out there, download the Fight Picks app because it's good fun to play with your friends and stuff like that. So do that.
Easy money.
Easy money. There's a guy on there that won £500. I came 39th out of 140 people at the fight of the weekend there, the Charlo fight. Yeah. But it's the card. It's a top 4 fight on the card.
I've only seen little bits of that fight, but that was supposedly a really bad decision.
Yeah. But
how can one judge have that with 6 rounds, one judge a round, another one a draw?
And Castano was the busiest. But listen, it's not the first time we've seen it in boxing. I'm pretty sure it'll not be the last.
I know. But it's all wrong, isn't it? They do need to be accountable, and I agree that they, certain instances like that, why do they not be held accountable and answerable publicly?
Yeah.
Explain the scores.
Yeah. No, that's it. But the no judges ever get interviewed or referees or anything like that reference this sort of stuff.
No, but that's where you've got to respect the likes of Steve Gray after Lewis Ritson's fight. He went in and explained to Lewis why he done it.
Yeah.
And you respect the man for that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the rules state a corner can't throw a towel and stop a fight. So Steve Gray was well within his rights as well.
His rights, definitely. But Billy, download the app. I mean it. Don't let me down.
Just text me and name it again, right? Text me and name it.
I'll do that right now. Billy, final word from you and the big man Thor. How's he looking?
He's looking really good, but we're actually going to have to bring a sparring partner over for England there's a couple of guys that his management team are going to approach today to try and bring over, because his good friend is just getting too much from now.
Right? Is he getting too good for his good friend? Is that what you're saying?
Like he's too.
Lace up the gloves. Lace the gloves up yourself and get in there with him.
I'm the right weight, the wrong size, mate.
The right weight, the wrong size. That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. Billy, anything more you'd like to add?
No. Just I'm looking forward to the weekend's fight. I think that's a very good card. The BT have got on Saturday, it's got a lot of depth in it.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the boy Burks fight. I think he could be a wee dark horse of British boxing.
Well, mate, that fight's on. You get the top 4 fights on that fight picks is on. I'm drumming this into you, like, but it's good. You get to pick the top 4 fights.
Yeah. Are you on a commission basis, Andy? You boys for Edinburgh don't rattle on about things like this for nothing, mate. I think you're on a commission basis. Could you get free shampoo or something?
Mate, I need shampoo. I need some shampoo for this. Than you.
Yeah.
Nah, but
I'm looking forward to that fight. Who else is on the weekend? The boys Jenkinson. That'll be another good fight.
Echo Usyk, man, who's a good fighter, English champion.
Mm-hmm.
So
who's the second top fight again?
Can't remember now. It was is it Haba? What's his name again?
Oh, aye, the super middleweight.
Yeah.
I know the super middleweight. I like middleweight.
Yeah.
That's been sanctioned to fight Anthony Fowler.
Yeah.
Aye, that'll be good.
Yeah, good.
Okay, well listen, Billy Nelson for iFilm London. Enjoy yourself and tell the boys down at Holytown I was asking for them, please.
Will do, Billy.
Me, Martin, Tom, Danny.
Me, Martin's just in the kitchen there, man, but I'll let him know you said hi, and
okay.
I'll speak to you soon, but I'll see you when you get back, right? Let me know when you're back from Iceland.
Oh, I'm going straight to Florida for Iceland.
Oh, fuck you.
Overnight.
I'm only joking, mate. Enjoy it, man. I'll speak to you soon, Billy.
All the best.
Thank you.